Did you know that Hugh Jackman's 6'2", and in the comics Wolverine is like 5'3"? That's like a massive difference. That's like, wow. Hey guys, and welcome to my X-Men Apocalypse non-spoiler review. So, we're taking 10 years into the future after X-Men Days of Future Past, where we're in the 1980s. So, Oscar Isaac's character Apocalypse wakes up after thousands of years, where he sees that mankind is not what he thought it would be. As to he's seeing that mutants are not in control, and well, obviously he sees himself as a god. And what he wants is that he wants to reboot basically the Earth. He wants to show that he's in control. And that's where he makes the four horsemen, Magneto, Angel, Storm, and Psylocke. This therefore makes a big change, and that makes the X-Men required to save the day again. So the question is the movie good? And well, I thought the movie was alright. I didn't think it was too bad, or I didn't think it was too good. But looking from other reviews, it was pretty negative, and I didn't understand why, because I actually enjoyed this movie. I understand that the first hour was really slow paced, but once you hit Magneto's back to his introduction again, you like it. You feel actually emotion, and this is where I actually, in my opinion, I enjoyed X-Men Apocalypse more than Days of Future Past, because you have this character development more in Apocalypse, and you've got these new characters you enjoy more. Because to be honest, I never really liked Cyclops in the X-Men movies or Jean Grey that much, and to see more rebooted characters like this, I actually enjoyed it. And I thought that I got the vibe of the 90s cartoon X-Men, which I used to watch, which I thought was amazing. And I think overall that some characters were really good and some characters were really bad. One character I think that just steals the whole movie is Quicksilver. You get another good scene like in Days of Future Past, which just blows you away. And it's very comedic. You get very good comedic scenes in this movie, where it's mostly serious though. It does take a serious tone, and I think that this movie was actually it did take its time to get understanding for the audience on what they wanted, but it was clearer when it was getting more to the end. And it showed Apocalypse quite menacing. It showed Oscar Isaac can do a really bad guy role. And obviously from the start of before the movie was even shown, it was showing some pretty shit pictures of Apocalypse looking like Ivan Ooze from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. But you know what? They fixed that, and I think Apocalypse was quite menacing. Was there bad stuff about him? Yeah, there was pretty some bad stuff about him. Like, there's points where obviously he has these powerful powers, these things, and he can like change the molecular structure of like an object and put you inside it. And it's just, he didn't really use that. He didn't really use that against the mutants. It was kind of showing quite stupid that he wouldn't just kill a mutant like that. He was killing normal humans really quickly, but not really any mutant. I thought the characters were actually pretty good. I thought they were actually really unique. As to Jean Grey, was a good, different, unique style played by Sophie Turner. I got more of a feeling of a 90s cartoon Jean Grey, and I got a feeling of a 90s Cyclops played by that Ty Sheridan. I think I'm saying his name right. And I thought Cody Smith McPhee was a good Nightcrawler, as to being comedic, as to X-Men 2 not really being a comedic Nightcrawler, as to seeing a very different one. And I enjoyed this. I enjoyed these characters in the movie. It's just, it did have letdowns as to scripting not being amazing, but it did overall get clear at the end of the movie, and you enjoyed it more. And you know what? You enjoy other characters. And I thought that Xavier was obviously still good by James McAvoy. Michael Fassbender does an amazing Magneto as always. Oscar Isaac plays a menacing villain, as to actually being scared of the living shit out of him, as to what he can do to you, and actually being feared by other mutants as to what his power can be. And you can see that in that movie. And I just think that what let it down was obviously it was pace and some scripting, but overall it does actually have scenes that overtop it and make you forget about it, such as Quicksilver and also a cameo scene, which I won't spoil, which I think was actually really good, and I actually just got this 90s cartoon feeling from it, which I enjoyed more than probably Days of Future Past, because I know I didn't think that Days of Future Past was all that, but Apocalypse, I actually enjoyed this more, and I know I'm probably going to get gunned down for it, but I enjoyed this one more. I think that this movie overall is actually alright. I don't think it's too bad or too good. I think that it's worth watching in the cinema, and it's actually the most violent one, because I think after Deadpool, it just proved how violent X-Men can actually be with the powers they have, and trust me, it's really good. And I like that stuff. I like that it was shown as what these powers can actually do to a human being, and I thought it was really surprising. Anyway, I think I give this movie 7 out of 10 pizza slices, because I think good characters, good actors playing the characters. I just think what let it down was the scripting and the pace of the movie, where it just wasn't making sense and it was disjointed, but at the end it did make sense, which actually made it 1 up to a 7 out of 10 pizza slices. But hey, tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below, and if you do want a spoiler review, just comment and I will actually give you one. And if you did like this video, feel free to subscribe, and thanks, peace.